Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Art of Warfare tournament. This is Harry Buppet. This is week number 4 in the Art of Warfare in-house tournament. And we are going to be starting with bracket D today. There's a couple of players. Actually, there's one player I think we've cast before. Actually, I think we may have cast both of these players. Maybe not. I'm getting a little bit confused. My spreadsheet is confusing me, but... yes, up the top left side, it is going to be Johnseaman. He is playing for the team Wingmen, and we definitely have not cast him before. So, fresh cast of Johnseaman is going to be interesting to see exactly how he does. And this is actually a best of 3. All the games are best of 3, and this is actually the third game of best of 3. So they've won one game each. So right down to the wire here for these two guys. And look at that very, very pretty pylon. So, yes, and down the bottom right-hand side of the map, it is going to be FireStorm, aka Joskov from Tawtastic, and we've already cast him definitely in week 2 against Golden Arrow from Team Insane, and he did very well in that game. Actually, I think he won that game, so very nice. We're going to be seeing if he pulls out another win today. Do not know if we are going to be seeing it, but we may very well see it. And while we're talking about this stuff, let's look at the overall ranking for week number 4. Now, last week, Wingmen pushed ahead to get a very nice lead. I think they were 8, and everybody else was a bit less than that. They've continued to push out their week. They got a very good week, and they're a couple of points ahead of the pack still, with the Horses in 2nd place and Team Insane moving up to 3rd place. So, yeah, Wingmen doing a very good job. I'm not sure if this is the game if they won this game or not, but they definitely did win a fair few games in week number 4. Look at that Overlord, man. So slow. So, yes, anyway, I've got another mini announcement to make, I guess. I know that probably a lot of you players that are watching these replays, that are enjoying these replays, are the players who are actually playing in the tournament. I've had a lot of comments coming back saying thanks for casting my tournament. And yeah, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. These are great games. I really enjoy casting them. But on behalf of myself and of the guy organising this tournament, who has to get all the replays together and send them to me, please send the replays out to that person as soon as you finish playing. Get them out there, because the quicker you get them out there, the more time I have to cast them, and the more range I have of games. I'm starting to cast people I've already cast before, and there's some people that I just haven't been able to cast yet. There could be some awesome players out there playing some awesome games, and I want to cast everybody. I want to cast absolutely everybody in this tournament. I'd like to cast everybody winning a game. I don't know if that's possible, but I definitely want to cast everybody in at least one game. And so far, there's been quite a few people I haven't even got to cast, and it's simply because the replays aren't there. And yeah, so make sure you send in your replays, and I will make sure, I'll hold up my end of the bargain. I'll make sure I cast a game from absolutely everybody, so we can see all the awesome players in this tournament. But let's check out this game right now. So we know all about FireStorm. We know that he does very, very well. Who did he actually... what was the race of the player he beat last time? It was Golden Arrow, who was a Protoss. And Johnseaman is playing as a Protoss. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very awesome. So we know that FireStorm, aka Joskov, knows how to beat Protoss players. So we'll just have to see if he can pull it out this game again. We've got a nice expansion going down to FireStorm. He's actually pumping out a 3rd one right now. So he's going for a nice 3-base play versus the Protoss player. Meanwhile, Johnseaman is going for his 2nd gateway, 3rd gateway actually. So he's pumping up a lot of gateways. Went for the Nexus first, which is okay versus a Zerg player. It's a tiny bit risky. I mean, against a Terran player, getting the Nexus out before the 2nd and 3rd gateways, quite a bit riskier. But I mean, going up against a Zerg, you know they're going to macro their face off, so it's probably okay. Probably okay. And he's got a decent amount of forces anyway. He's got a Zealot, he's got a Stalker. And what have we got going on here for Joskov, aka FireStorm? He's got a bunch of Lings coming in. They're going to get chased away quite easily. And here, looks like Mr. John is going to be starting to build up the gate with a bunch of gates. So, man, that joke never gets old. Stargate coming out as well. So this is actually going to put him up to 5 gates, which is actually quite a lot. this early port in the game. I'm not sure. I think it must have just been an afterthought. He put down the 2 gateways and then he realized, oh man, I actually need some gateways over here for the gate. Because, yeah, 5 gateways at this point in the game, I don't think he can hope to produce off all of them. Especially with a Stargate. So he's going to be, a lot of those are going to be empty a little bit. They're not going to be doing it too much. So we'll see. They'll come into use close to the end of the game, or when he gets into the mid-game actually. But for now, a lot of them will just be sitting there not really doing a whole lot while he gets his economy up, which is very, very important at this early stage. He's doing alright. 33 minerals, 33 workers, sorry, against 41 for FireStorm. So both players doing pretty good. And we should, I don't know what FireStorm's going to be doing here, what his game plan is. He's got a Roach Warren. That may be an interim measure, but it may also be just planning a lot of roaches. But no doubt he's going to be pushing out the workers nice and hard as well. Trying to get all 3 bases mining as best he can. There comes the Oracle, and a 4th base coming down for FireStorm. But Johnseaman has seen it, does know what's going on. And the Oracle could come in. There's 2 queens. This is not a great target here. We could still do a little bit of damage. Looks like the Lings are just massing up in front. There's a very nice gate here though, so they're not going to get through. I'm pretty sure there's no gap in between that Zealot and that Stalker, but you may want to just budge it up a little bit just in case they can get through, because 12 Lings running through into the back of the space could be quite a nightmare, especially if they start going for the main one as well. Oracle goes in there, kills 1 worker, then gets chased away. So that's not too bad. And FireStorm is going to be building that Spore Crawler, so very, very nice. Should be getting Spore Crawlers at all of the other bases as well, hopefully. He's actually pulled the Lings back. I don't know why, because the Lings are not all that effective against the Oracles. So the Lings probably just like heard there was something going on, and they're just like those annoying drivers on the road when there's an accident on the other side of the road and they just all slow down. It's like, oh my god, there's an accident. What happened? What happened? You can't actually do anything to help the people in the accident, but you feel like slowing down and rubbernecking anyway, just because it's curious. So that's what these Lings are doing here. They got no business being back here. They're not going to be able to help anything at all, but they're just excited. They just wanted to be part of what's going on. And the Observer coming out, a bunch more Lings. These are the Lings who actually do their jobs. They're going around and actually scouting, actually seeing what's going on. No 3rd base there, which FireStorm is going to be pretty happy about. A lot of Templar Archives and 4 more gateways, so he's going for Storms. That's pretty good. I don't know if his income can handle this. I mean, 4 more gateways. I mean, he's doing alright. He's getting the income up, but damn, do you really think you can support that many gateways early in the game? Maybe he just likes to play ahead, to prepare. So we will see. I very much doubt he'll be able to support that this many gateways anytime soon. You need like 3 bases to support that, but who knows? We will see. The Phoenix going down. I think the Oracle died. No, the Oracle didn't die. Where's the Oracle? Where is the Oracle? It's over there. It's got 2 more kills, but it's looking like it's a bit shot up. So this Oracle, man, not doing all that well. Actually got some Lings burrowed over there, Lings burrowed over there. Really, really covering his bases, although this Ling needs to go down as well. And really, really nice play, but Johnseaman just macroing up like a complete boss right now. He's 58 behind 70, but 58 is not a small number at all for workers. So both these players just macroing up happy, just happily macroing up, getting the Spire out, getting the tech out, getting this stuff going. Does he have upgrades? No. Johnseaman, man, he really, really should be pumping up some of these upgrades. He's getting the tech, but the upgrades are going to be very, very important as well. Phoenix going nuts on the Overlord may actually take it out. And FireStorm, I'm still not sure what his tech is, because he's going for roaches. He's got Hydra's Den, but he's also got a Spire. He could be switching over to Mutas. He could potentially be going for the nice Zerg play, which is just Roach, Hydra, Corruptor. The Corruptors, of course, to counter the massive Colossus play, which is what you expect the Protoss to be going for when they see your Hydras. So you get the Hydras, the Protoss gets the Colossus, you get the Corruptors. So he may be thinking 3 steps ahead, or he may be just switching over to Mutas. I'm really not sure yet. And anyway, it looks like Johnseaman is more focused on the Storms than he is on the Colossus. So what the hell is this building? I was trying to build a Colossus, but he's supply capped. Ouch. Not good. So he's going for everything right now. He's going for the Colossus. He's got the tech. He hasn't got the Colossus tech, but man, these guys. I mean, I looked at this game and it's like, wow, this is like 37 minutes long, man. So it's a really, really long game. I hope they're not just going to macro for like the first 30 minutes, max out, and then attack each other. I hope there's going to be some action soon, but I just do not know. I really don't. He's pushing out now. He's got a couple of High Templar in there with a lot of stuff. He cannot put the Nexus up. There is a little guy burrowed under there, and hopefully he notices that sometime soon. The probe is not the brightest spark in the pack, so he didn't realize what's going on. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit dodgy, but man, FireStorm, his income is really crazy. 81 actually. He might run into problems if they do max out because he just won't have enough army to sort of face off against Johnseaman, who's staying strong at 58 and is going to get a huge army off the rest of that supply, but we will have to see, and hopefully he starts paying attention to this guy and he's like, the probe's trying to figure it out. The probe's just like, alright, I tried to place a Nexus, it didn't work, help, help. He's completely clueless right now. He has no idea what's going on. He tries again. Nah, didn't work the second time. Oh man, the Oracle, this Oracle. Still only got 3 kills. He could possibly snatch off some guys there. He's moving in. He's just trying to get back to base, man. He just wants to go right now. But the Hydras, seeing him. Oh, explosions. And it looks like somebody finally figured it out. And the probe's like, alright, there is no more burrowed lings. I'm going to put down cannons all over the place to try and protect this. And, of course, lings can't move while they're burrowed, but I'm sure this is still a pretty effective defense. So here we go. FireStorm is maxed out, and he's going to be moving in. He's got a hodgepodge set of units all over the place. And it looks like Johnseaman should be able to hold this off. He's got a fair amount of Stalkers, not that many, but then again, FireStorm doesn't have that many units, only 9 of them. And FireStorm is going to back off there, and going to be bumping up a ton of Queens. I don't know why he needs so many Queens, but he's going to rush past, is he? Oh, looks like Johnseaman going to be handed in, putting some really nice storms down. FireStorm not really dodging them, but then again, his name is FireStorm, so maybe he thinks they're going to help him a bit. Oh, putting a storm down those mutas. So the storms so far, really, really doing a great job. And I mean, storms, I mean, they're easy to play when your opponent doesn't move a whole lot. When they just attack, move, and then they stop, storms make it so much easier. And in Masters level play, of course, you will see a lot of people dodging storms really well. But this is bracket D, so I mean, storms are going to be that much better simply because we're talking about bronze level players and silver level players. So as long as you can put the storm down at the right time, I mean, your opponent is not going to have the micro to dodge that effectively. And it's a really, really awesome play. So much more so than you would see in Masters. So he's going to be cleaning up some lings here. Meanwhile, the mutas coming in, seeing a ton of cannons. And they're going to have to back off, but the roaches are not going to be scared of the cannons. Mutas deciding to go back in again. A lot of them are going to go down. Roaches are going nuts, but Johnseaman going for this base as well. Will he pull back to save his third, or is he just going to press on? I mean, pressing on right now would be an excellent idea, simply because he has the army. He could really, really start wiping everything out. And Johnseaman, I mean, he could hold on potentially with reinforcements. Maybe, kinda. He really needs to get these workers out of there. He needs to skip them over the side, see what's going on. They just keep on mining, man. These probes really are dumb. They really, really, really are dumb. But they're going to be running back right now. And they all go down bar one. And Johnseaman going to be continuing to push on. He's a little bit worried, maybe about the flank, so he's not sending all of his forces into the jungle over there. There he goes. He's going to be focusing on the ones coming up behind, and he's got quite a lot of stuff here. So it is the flank just completely did not work. And there we go. He's going to be having a go. The Zealots starting to take a bit of damage, but the storm's going down once again. All the Zealots are dead though, and this is bad because all of his buffer zone is gone, and the Colossus taking direct damage. Even a couple of Corruptors coming out now. The Colossus are all going to go down, and very nice play by FireStorm there. Is more a case of Johnseaman just running out of units and just getting overwhelmed, but it's a great play nonetheless. Storms continuing to go down. There's such a great level of storms, but storms do not create a buffer zone for the Colossus to survive. So that Colossus just goes down no matter what, and he really needs to start whooping in some more Zealots, more ground units. Archons are going to be extremely good. There we go, some more zealots. He really needs a proxy pylon out here for reinforcements. I mean, he really does. But his economy is so screwed over right now. He's done an awesome job on FireStorm's economy as well, really chopping that back. So it's probably evened out approximately. Here we go, more forces coming in, as well as that one corruptor who'd love to finish off the Colossus. But yeah, the Stalkers have it now, take it down. And the Colossus is going to get in there and just do so much damage. This Colossus has 6 kills. Would have thought it'd be more, but then again, it's facing off against roaches. If it was facing off against lings, it would have like 60 kills. So very, very impressive. Have a look, and nobody's really re-macroing up their workers so much, although Johnseaman is starting to do it. FireStorm, not sure if he really wants to, but I don't think he's got the bases to support any more workers right now anyway. I mean, he needs this base. This is now his third, because his main one is completely out of minerals. So yeah, really, really nice. Another Colossus coming out, and yeah, we are going to be seeing what these players can do from now on. Johnseaman going to be knocking back into this base. He's got it up again. He's going to be having a go and getting his economy up nice and fast. He should really be building off all 3 of these things. He's building off 1, 2, not off the 3rd though, but he's a little bit mineral starved, so we got to give him a little bit of a break there. And getting his economy up again, which is really nice, which is really what he needs to do. Bunch of roaches coming in. Oh man, they might get in. No, but they're going for the main army, and they're all going to die because Colossus and Storms, man, is just so awesome. And there we go, they're actually pushing in, and they've got the defensive advantage right here with this bottleneck, but with Colossus, it doesn't matter too much, and the roaches all going to go down there. Muta's trying some harassment, but you do not want to send Mutas in when there is a bunch of Archons around. They would just all die straight away. And FireStorm, after that loss, is going to be really pushing out the bases, just going everywhere, trying to really macro out, get his macro back up there. He's doing alright. And whether or not he'll have the income to really push out as much as he obviously seems to want to with all these bases, I just don't know, but at least he'll be spread out enough so that Johnseaman can... There won't be just one critical mining base. He can spread out a lot more. That's a lot safer to do. So if one base doesn't go down, it's not like, well, you lost the game. But Johnseaman going to be pushing out right now. Going to try and take out a couple of bases, I think. It's probably going to be the play right here. He can't be thinking... Oh man, he is. He's thinking about getting a 4th base over here. Wow, that's pretty... I suppose he does need to, because this base is almost out of minerals, so... Yeah, okay, alright. He's so low on minerals though, man. So low on minerals. He's really, really mineral starved at the moment, and we got some mutas coming in. They should be going for the 3rd base, but what are they going for? They're actually going for the 2nd. Nothing good over there you can really deal with. There's pretty much nothing, and the mutas getting whipped by the cannon all over the place. But here they go, they're going to be going pylon hunting. And I don't know if he's going to be able to supply cap Johnseaman anytime soon, but this is an excellent time for Johnseaman to push in, because he's like, all those mutas are over there. Can't be much over here, let's go in and let's just own everything. Oh, they just took out the hatchery. Doesn't even worry about the workers, just took out the hatchery. And he's got to kill the workers, because if he just ignores the workers and just kills the hatcheries, there's more than enough hatcheries around for FireStorm to keep working. And here we go, the Zealots going nuts. A lot of spine crawlers, but I think they're all going to go down. And the Colossus need to stop attacking the hatchery, because that is a bad target for them to be attacking right now. I don't know if he put that there just for the sole purpose of doing this, but the Zealots are all dying to spine crawlers. And the Colossus, that is the problem with attack moving, man. You just, oh, look at that, there's another hatchery. Let's go attack that. He almost was going to. And there we go, the mutas. He did to just morph in some, warp in some stalkers here. Just take out these guys, because these mutas could eventually hit something that actually matters. And they're taking out a lot of plants. Oh, there we go, Mothership Core warping them back. And they're getting the hell out of there, because they do not want anything to do with that Archon army. Did they actually kill all the workers there? I feel like they did. I mean, there's a lot of workers have been lost very recently. Although, look at this base, man. That's the jackpot for the Zerg player. If he takes that base out, Johnseaman is just going to have nothing left. He's just going to be completely tapped out. I mean, he's got 41 workers. 16 of them are here. Where are the rest of them? They're all on the gas. And over here, they're just chilling out over there. Not really doing a whole lot. Kind of slacking off. Really needs to get these guys working. There is the idle workers thing. There we go. He's got them working right now. So that's beautiful. and move them over there, get some stuff. These Archons, man, they don't tell me they're trapped. I can go around the long way, but that's a long way to go around, so. Oh, here we go, though. FireStorm seeing the base, but Johnseaman has his army on hand. Going in there, doing all sorts of awesome damage. Moves the probes out of harm's way, and the army just goes straight past him. They seem to be going for the third base, but the army is going to be taking them out. Oh, man, all those Colossus focusing on the Roaches, not the best target, but still able to hold off, able to save his bases. And meanwhile, look at this, man. We got workers here, we got workers there. We don't have workers, we do have workers there. They shouldn't really be there, but another 2 hatcheries over there. And FireStorm really keeping his economy going quite well with all those hatcheries. And, I mean, Johnseaman is probably like, hey, I took out this base, man. This guy's screwed right now. He's only on 3 bases. But no, FireStorm is the king of expanding aggressively, and he's quite doing very well in terms of the income. And yeah, man, Johnseaman's trying to get his income up, but even in this slightly better situation he's in now, he's still got half the mineral income of FireStorm. So FireStorm just doing a phenomenal job of getting stuff going, and this is the result. I mean, look at all those mutas he's got. He's going to warp in these guys. The mutas just run away, just keeping him constantly on the back foot. And Johnseaman really can't, I mean, he cannot move as fast as the mutas can. And the mutas know what they're doing. They know how to play this game. They hit one space, then they go around and hit the other space when the army shows up. So they're constant guerrilla fighters, and now they're just going to run off. No, don't attack, run off. There you go. And it's beautiful. He's just taking workers out left, right, and center, doing a fantastic job. If you have a look at units lost, is this actually units lost? I'm not sure if it is. It is. This is actually units lost. Yeah, so that's, wow, that's a crap load of units lost. These guys have been losing left, right, and center, but I gotta say though, with all those probes lost, I mean, FireStorm has still lost 39 workers, so Johnseaman hasn't been giving it to him easy. He's been taking him out nice and hard, been really doing the damage. Oh, the mutas kind of getting owned here a little bit. They have to find a clean way out. They're not quite finding a clean way out. They're taking a lot of damage, but sort of surviving. The Phoenix just staying on. Blink Stalkers as well. Archon's finally catching up, and the mutas are starting to go down. They're starting to take a lot of damage. Look at this force chasing them so fast. Blink Stalkers coming in, wiping out mutas left, right, and center. And man, he's down to 15 mutas. If you have a look, he's lost 48 mutalisks so far. That is a phenomenal amount. These guys have just, wow, that's just a massive amount of stuff to have lost. But I just don't know. I don't think it's enough. I mean, Johnseaman is doing a good job, but the economy of FireStorm is out of control. And if we have a look at the production, he's just producing so much stuff. He's even getting level 2 armor for his bloody mutas. I mean, how much money can you possibly have? That's just crazy. So Johnseaman finally finding out about these bases, trying to do an attack, but he instantly warps back in to try and defend here. And I don't know, I mean, it doesn't matter. These mutas are just going to fly away in 2 seconds, and meanwhile this base is still going. So I don't know. I really don't know. Actually missed out on warping back those Archons, so not good. And the mutalist play here, really, it's nice, it's straightforward, but it works. It really does work. You use the speed of the mutalists. You run away whenever the army comes close, and you just hit base after base after base, take out a ton of workers, and you cripple your opponent's economy. It's straightforward, it's simple, but it works. It really works. And the fact that FireStorm is so crazy about getting his own economy out means he can keep up this crazy... Oh, this is a mistake. Get the mutas out of there. There are Archons in this army. Dude, not a good idea. The Roaches are coming in, that's great, but the mutas, do not let the mutas get anywhere near the Archons. He lost so many mutas there, and it was not a good idea. Finally taken out all the Archons, but so many mutas going down, I feel like that was just a waste of mutalists. I feel like that was a complete waste, and just not a good idea, not a good trade at all. Alright, so here we go. The Roaches coming in. Phoenix going to be trying to lift them off, or no, they're just chasing the remaining mutas right now. Cannon's going to be finishing off, and now they can go to work lifting up the Roaches. Although, do they have the energy? Not sure. Not sure at all. There we go, lifting up a bunch of them, going to be wiping them out. So Johnseaman should be able to finish this off. But, wow, actually, FireStorm gas starved to the max. He's got to be getting a decent amount of gas income. He is, but not as much as he could be. And he must be he's tapped out all of the gas from his first 3 bases. So he's got this base, and then he's only mining gas from 2 bases. That's why his gas income is so low, but man, that's an incredible amount of gas that he has mined so far. So I suppose he's just going for mainly roaches right now, which is a good option when you're starved on gas. It's better than lings, because lings just fall apart when you push them too hard. So roaches are at least tough enough to survive. I mean, he's got no chance of going for muta pressure anymore. Just absolutely no chance. So you might as well go roaches. See if it can happen, but man, he needs another base that he can get gas on, because otherwise, I mean, roaches are very gas efficient, but they're also easy to counter. Very easy to counter. You need a large amount of stalkers, you need a large buffer zone, a couple of colossus, or you need a couple of immortals. And the roaches are countered. They're just countered, so it's crazy. But here we go. A whole bunch of roaches coming in here. And it looks like FireStorm is just going to let his base go down. He's going to trade out with Johnseaman. And if he manages to take out this base, take out all these workers, it's going to be incredible. But wow, Johnseaman has a very decent economy. He's up to 47 workers. But that could all change right here. And he's actually falling back. Going to be morphing back. But the roaches take out half the army before it finishes warping, man. So not good. And the roach is just going nuts. I feel like there's just too many roaches in here. He's just got not enough. Is he overcharged this Nexus? He has not. That would definitely help, but it's just too much. In the end, Johnseaman has to give the GG. And congratulations to FireStorm for he's taking his 2nd win in this tournament that we have cast so far. Very, very nice job. He's a very strong Zerg player, especially with that economy, man. He got bases all over the place and held on to them. So very, very nice. And yeah, there we go. Bracket D done for week number 4. Thank you very much for watching. And stay tuned next tomorrow, I guess, for Bracket C. Once again, if you are actually competing in the Art of Warfare tournament, make sure you get those replays in, because there's still a bunch of you out there. I mean, let me have a look at our list. Let me have a look at the list for Bracket D. I mean, there is a few people out there who I have not cast. Actually, I don't know. I've got some replays from some of them that I just haven't cast yet, but there's got other replays that I haven't seen the people. So it's a bit funny. I mean, one team I think I only got the Bracket C replays for, or the Bracket B, I can't remember which, and nothing else at all. So well, what can I say? Get the replays to me and we'll make sure we cast some games. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this. Stay tuned tomorrow for Bracket C. We're going to be casting Squiggle from the Horses versus Dreamist from Best Team Incoming. And this is actually the one game that I think Wingmen did not win this week, obviously, because Johnseaman was from Wingmen, and Wingmen won 3 games this week, but they didn't win this one. So that must have been the one game they lost. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Hairy Muppet. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.